National Sustainable Goals. National Sustainable Goals for America to do every year for Earth Day can keep people engaged. Every day should be Earth Day. Every year on Earth Day is a new goal that will be celebrated together as a nation. The American people need something to agree on and work together on. There are enough common enemies. Common goals can create a truly united states. We cannot only pay attention to the earth one day a year. Humans need to be thanking the earth for what that we are still alive. Humans will not survive unless we take care of Earth now. Earth Day should be a day we, as a country, celebrate a big achievement in restoring the earth. Every year, every state will have new goals coordinated by the Sustainable Office to see yearly results and to be able to start recording on a national level how much we've collectively done to clean up the mess humans have made. Government needs to keep people engaged and encouraged at the process being made each year if the national standard of waste is going to be profitable and sustainable. If people can see a difference quickly, people will feel rewarded. If people feel rewarded, they will continue the good behavior and develop healthy habits. If enough people have sustainable trash and waste and recycling habits, the city and economy will benefit. Habits that will sustain over generation can be created. Earth Day can be a celebration of the progress of healing the harm humans have caused. No natural resource should be thrown out or wasted from state to state. Natural resources like water, seeds, and trees will be respected and cared for. The Sustainable Office can have yearly goals to keep the public excited. The Earth Day will be a measurable goal for keeping the public positively involved. If more people see positive effects, the more people will support the idea. And humans are led by example. It is up to the government to give a good example and show the people how to follow. Before the correct tools are given to every state for their goals, the Sustainable Office will coordinate with every state and every federal or state agency to make the best plan fit for each unique geography and ecosystem. Every state will have its own goals. Every city can have its own goals, and all goals towards the national goal of decreasing plastic pollution and increasing biodiversity using the National Native Seed Nursery. Every state, every department that shares a common goal of decreasing plastic pollution and increasing biodiversity will work together and share information to create a national plan for the generations of Americans to follow. Gardeners that protect biodiversity need to be protected. Too many times I read about a city destroying a garden that has taken 30 years to grow because of a city ordinance. Gardeners shouldn't fear that their cities or neighbors are going to rip out their gardens while they're not home. Gardeners are taking care of the earth and need to be celebrated and protected. Residential gardeners and local nurseries will be allies in stopping invasive species. Too often, gardeners will plant an invasive species without knowing it. The United States needs to create an invasive species list that is not allowed to be sold at retail stores. Local gardeners can help the Sustainable Office, or they can continue to receive invasive plants, or they can continue, they're going to continue to receive invasive plants that the government is going to have to clean up after. Uniting gardeners, plant sellers, and all other groups with the same information and same goal will be the best way to achieve results. Native plants are gaining popularity. Each state will create a list of native plants that makes it clear for all consumers what plants are beneficial and what plants become a problem for us all. For too long, plants and trees have been overlooked. It is a sad fact that Americans can name more Hollywood stars than plants. At one point in America, there was a goal to get a personal computer into every house. Now our goal needs to be that every house should be composting. There will be no need for bagging leaves anymore. The city will collect them in the fall and spring. Leaves can be used as natural mulch. Mulch in bags is only for the rich. We can clean the water systems at the same time as collecting natural resources efficiently. Brush collection can be done regularly for all residents in fall and spring. Extra brush collections should be available for pickup if scheduled. If homes get better at cleaning up the trees, less leaves will get into our waterways and block water flow. By encouraging people to take care of the outside of their homes as much as the inside, the future of our planet could benefit greatly. Home values could only go up if people are maintaining ecosystems and taking pride where they live. All cities will replace grass yards by using native seeds and plants or ground cover that requires very little maintenance and tools to replace the grass. The idea of having flat, green lawns should be left in the past with fireworks. Flat, green grass can be an idea of the past. The future can be green and full of color instead of flat and lacking life in the fields. The future, can be green. Cities need to lead by example. There are few residents that are leaving grass in the past, but until government starts to make real change in gardening habits and landscaping habits, citizens will continue with their destructive habits towards local ecosystems. No mow May is a good start, but when the grass is not mowed, that makes it possible for shelter for small creatures. So when June comes, the bugs are happy, but the small mammals pay the price. Prairie areas and no mow areas and slow mow are alternative ideas. Slow mow is the idea of an individual agrees to increase the amount of time between each grass cutting. For example, instead of mowing every 2 weeks, an individual would mow every 4 weeks. No mowing areas no mow areas are areas a lawnmower does not go. No mow areas can include space next to highways, areas in large fields, or private registered residence. The no mow area will be registered with the Sustainability Office for possible native seed nursery involvement. The goal would be not to have residents register for deciding not to mow their lawn, but for local areas to embrace the idea as a whole. Cities will stop ticketing people for not mowing their lawns or weed height as long as the area qualifies for a habitat conservation. The Sustainable Office can connect with any restaurant with a complaint from the city about the state of nature on a property. Instead of having random yards with healthy ecosystems, there should be random yards with cut green grass. The streets can be beautiful and full of life if ecosystems are allowed to thrive. Where humans don't walk, don't mow. Habitats for animals can be restored in spaces humans don't go. Humans would only be there to collect seeds and trash. The sides of roads and the gray areas that are forgotten about between landowners are everywhere. One example of extra grass space that can be converted into a biodiverse flower bed is the space between the street and the sidewalk. By allowing a small percent of a yard or field to grow uncut can help ecosystems that are usually overlooked by humans. Small spaces left alone can make a huge difference in local habitats. Instead of cities paying landscapers to mow every 2 weeks for 2 inches of growth, let the grass grow to maturity. The landscapers can be given other tasks besides mowing grass unnecessarily for human vanity. Clean water is going to be a scarce resource soon. Let's learn how to save every drop we can. Rain barrels can provide a great way to reuse water we are given and renew the earth. If there is a national event to encourage collection of rainwater at a home level, the droughts might feel a little less severe. A national education about how to conserve water and use the water we have better. Mosquito prevention will be important in rain barrel ideas. When people feel empowered about a stressful situation, there will be less fear. If people are prepared for water-related events, the city will benefit. No city, large or small, will host a firework event for celebration. Out of respect for our Earth and the knowledge humans now hold, firework displays are in direct conflict to having a sustainable society. Other cities and countries have stopped using fireworks, and all states need to join together in this agreement. Fireworks need to be a tradition left in the past. Humans know the harm fireworks cause for the air pollution, noise pollution, light pollution, and all the other negative ecological effects like increased animal nest abandonment on nights like 4th of July. The more humans know about our actions and the negative consequences to our actions, the more responsibility we have to change our actions. Fireworks need to be nationally illegal without a business permit. Even businesses or cities shouldn't desire to use fireworks to cause so much ecological harm. Year after year, the medical system and the police lines are overburdened and with unnecessary injuries. Fireworks are dangerous for the environment and all living things in the environment, no matter what age is lighting the fuse. With droughts, fireworks are the last thing a dry environment needs. Fireworks produce microplastics that are not picked up in the dark. Humans try, but even fireworks leave behind some sort of waste, not always plastic or cardboard. Humans hurt themselves on fireworks because they are dangerous for anyone at any age. And fireworks should not be used at any residential level in any state. The tradition of fireworks needs to be replaced with more sustainable celebrations. All states can make lawn chemicals illegal and not able to be purchased in retail stores. Some states and countries have already proven it can be done. All America should be a part of this idea. Pouring poison into the earth on residential levels is in direct conflict to a sustainable earth. Americans can be given an easy, achievable goal for helping take care of the earth. Meaningful change can be made if enough humans work together in the same direction. Small changes that humans can make in daily habits can change the direction that humanity is heading. Thank you.